Good evening. You are watching HumsUp.tv. Let's begin the news bulletin with the top news. The Election Commission of Pakistan has extended the date for submission of nomination papers for General Election 2018. The Election Commission of Pakistan said that the date for submission of nomination papers was extended for facilitating political parties. Earlier, the Election Commission had set June 8 as the final date for submission of nomination papers. The nomination papers can now be submitted by June 11th. The Election Commission of Pakistan said that candidature for reserved seats for women and minorities could also be submitted until the same date. US Vice President Mike Pence congratulates Pakistan's caretaker Prime Minister, Justice retired Nasrul Mulk. During the telephonic conversation, Pence appreciated Mulk's illustrious career as a jurist and highlighted the importance of the upcoming Pakistani general elections. The United States Vice President also wished him well for the effective implementation of the specific mandate and conveyed the good wishes of United States President Donald Trump. Discussing Trump's strategy on South Asia, Pence reiterated the US demands from Islamabad for the latter's support and cooperation in combating terrorist sanctuaries to improve stability and security in the region. The two agreed upon the importance of strengthening bilateral relations as well as pursuing the common objective of achieving peace and stability in Afghanistan. Thanking Pence for his congratulatory call, the caretaker Prime Minister said his government was committed to assisting the Election Commission of Pakistan in holding free and fair elections. The Foreign Office said in a statement that the water crisis is critical for Pakistan and called the matter country's jugular vein. The Foreign Office spokesman Dr. Mohammad Faisal in his weekly briefing said that India is throwing the region into an arms race, but Pakistan cannot remain oblivious towards its defense. The Foreign Office spokesman said that Pakistani forces are fully prepared for the homeland's defense. On the subject of water crisis, Dr. Faisal said that Pakistan is facing environmental and water challenges, and it is the responsibility of the World Bank to form an arbitration court on the matter of Kishan Ganga Dam. The Foreign Office spokesman said that occupied Kashmir wants to be a part of Pakistan and India should hold a referendum in the occupied territory. The National Database and Registration Authority, NADRA, has blocked the computerized national identity card of former President Pervez Musharraf. The CNIC of the former president has solely been blocked on direct orders by a special court hearing a treason case against him. The orders to block the CNIC of the former president were issued after he failed to inform the court of the date of his return to Pakistan. The court during the last hearing had ordered Musharraf to inform about the date of his return to the country. Along with blocking of the CNIC, Musharraf's passport has also been blocked and accounts have been frozen. Musharraf owns 4 plots in Karachi, 3 in Islamabad, among other properties. The former president has also been deprived of the right to sell more than 10 properties owned by him in Pakistan. Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz rejected the Election Commission's decision naming Dr. Hassan Askari as caretaker Punjab Chief Minister. In a press conference, PMLN leaders voiced their reservations over the selection of Dr. Hassan Askari as caretaker Punjab Chief Minister and called on the Commission to review its decision. Former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi, who was succeeded by Justice retired Nasrul Mulk as the caretaker Premier last Friday, said Dr. Askari's appointment as the caretaker Punjab CM would cast doubt over transparency in the upcoming general election. Rana Sanaullah said Dr. Askari is very vocal against PMLN and has always targeted the party. He does not believe in democracy and cannot be expected to ensure that work is done on merit. The interim government has decided not to increase prices of petroleum products. Caretaker Finance Minister Shamshad Akhtar said that she would not make a decision like increasing the prices. The summary of hike in petroleum prices has been forwarded to the Prime Minister by the Finance Ministry. The ministry had also forwarded summary of recommendations by Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority (OGRA) to the Premier. The Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority on May 30th had sent a summary suggesting increase in prices of various petroleum products effective from June 1st. The regulator had recommended increase of Rs 8.37 and Rs 12.5 per litre in prices of petrol and diesel. The OGRA had also recommended rupees 8.30 and rupees 11.65 hike in kerosene oil and diesel oil prices. The Finance Ministry clarified that the government had not yet taken any decision to go to the International Monetary Fund for any bailout package. According to the statement issued by the Finance Ministry, the government has not yet taken a decision to go to the fund for any bailout package. In a news report carried out by the large section of the press on June 7, 2018, the former Senate Chairman Senator Mir Raza Rabbani had questioned the policy decision taken by caretaker Finance Minister with regard to negotiations with the International Monetary Fund. The former chairman had pointed towards the fact that the role of caretaker government was to assist the Election Commission of Pakistan in holding free, fair and transparent elections and to run the day-to-day affairs of the state. Police in the Indian state of Maharashtra arrested 5 Dalit activists on charges of inciting violence earlier this year, drawing criticism from community leaders. The arrest of the Dalit writers and activists Sudhir Dhawale, Shoma Sen, Mahesh Roth and Surendra Gadling were made in connection to clashes between unprivileged caste Dalits and privileged caste groups in Bhima Koregaon, central Maharashtra, and ensuing protests in January. 2 people were killed in the violence. Dalits, who have suffered thousands of years of exclusion and extreme poverty, are at the bottom of India's Hindu caste hierarchy. Shivji Pawar, Additional Commissioner of Police in Pune, told that probe is at a primary stage. They have been arrested under the Unlawful Activities Act and charged under the Indian Penal Code. Veteran actor cum director Javed Sheikh was offered to play Kareena's father in Veer the Wedding. Javed Sheikh, who has been ruling over the Pakistani film industry for decades, was approached to play Kareena's father in the film, which released last week and has been banned in Pakistan. Sheikh said, "I was approached by Anil Kapoor's office over a year ago to play the role of Kareena's father in the film." The veteran actor, who has been seen in several Indian films, shared that he held a meeting with the director and producer of the film and everything was finalized. "My shooting dates had been set and my wardrobe was also ready." He continued that this was during the time Kareena was expecting her son, Taimur Ali Khan. However, the shooting dates were changed as Kareena or the whole crew decided that it was difficult to shoot while she was expecting. However, by the time Kareena delivered her baby, relations between Pakistan and India had worsened, and the Producers Association had decided against casting Pakistani actors. Virat Kohli won India's Cricketer of the Year award for the 4th time for outstanding performances. Kohli became India's captain in 2015 and led his team back to #1 place in the Test rankings the following year. The 29-year-old, who was also named International Cricket Council Player of the Year in January, previously won the awards in 2012, 2016 and 2017. The prize is not granted in every calendar year due to scheduling issues, and the winner is determined on previous sessions' performances. In his home country, he is known as King Kohli. The player was recently ranked the highest paid cricketer in the world. Very hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country. However, rain, thunder shower with gusty winds is expected at a few places in Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Sargodha, Bannu, DI Khan, Zob divisions, Islamabad, Kashmir and its adjoining hilly areas. And that's the news for today. For more news and analysis, keep watching humsab.tv.
Please subscribe to Hums Up TV and hit the notification icon on the screen to get the latest updates of our channel. Thank you for watching Hums Up TV.